what's up, guys? This is Richie here with Saturday Night Football. This is week 10. Football season is almost over, with college anyway. Week 10 for college football. These are your weekday games. You got 2 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. Thursday, you got West Virginia and Baylor. Possible shootout here, Big 12 game always is. Both teams coming off byes. West Virginia's last game was a 52-14 loss to West Virginia. They didn't get a whole lot going. Austin Kendall was 15 of 31, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. They only ran for 51 yards. They only had 242 yards of offense. They have potential here, so they could maybe keep close with Baylor. But they're coming off by. Their last game was a 45-27 win over Oklahoma State. Charlie Brewer, 13 of 17, 312 passing, 1 touchdown passing, 1 rushing. Jermichael Hasty ran for 146 and 2 touchdowns. Josh Fleeks, 3 catches, 126 and a touchdown. They put up 536 yards of offense. Their defense gave up 469, so West Virginia could exploit that. However, their defense also forced 3 turnovers and had a fumble return for a touchdown. I think this could be pretty close. West Virginia, it's a weird game. Baylor could blow them out. West Virginia has been close with teams, and they've been blown out by teams. But I expect this to be pretty close when I go Baylor here in the end. And Baylor, undefeated Big 12 team, last undefeated Big 12 team now that Oklahoma lost. Alright, then a huge game in the Sun Belt Conference. Georgia Southern against a ranked Appalachian State team. Appalachian State is still undefeated. Georgia Southern is 4-3. And Georgia Southern, they're always pretty good. Trying to get to a bowl game, trying to win the Sun Belt. Georgia Southern killed New Mexico State 41-7. Wesley Kennedy ran for 143 and 2 touchdowns. J.D. King ran for 143 also and 2 touchdowns. They ran for 403 yards as a team. That triple option team has it going. They did turn over 3 times, and if they do that against Appalachian State will pounce on it. The defense only allowed 268 yards. They forced 3 turnovers. They had a punt return touchdown and a pick 6, and that's how I feel like, one, with their triple option game, they can move it a little bit. Appalachian State does have one of the best defenses in the country, so Georgia Southern obviously has to get their running game going, the triple option going, but also they're going to need score other ways. They're going to need force turnovers and return them for touchdowns. Their special teams will have to come through with punt returns, kick, even after Appalachian State scores, on the kick returns, give them good field position or just return over score. Block punts, block field goals, etc. Block even extra points. Just any advantage they can get to keep it close, even by a point. That could mean the difference. Whereas Appalachian State coming off a big 30-3 win over South Alabama. Zach Thomas, solid, 132 passing, 1 passing touchdown plus 42 rushing yards. They ran for 313 yards as a team. Their defense had 3 sacks and only allowed 139 yards. The sacks aren't going to come much into play because Georgia Southern doesn't pass a lot. Like I said, they are a triple option offense. I think Appalachian State, offensively, they can do whatever. If you need to pass it, they can pass it. Normally, they're more of a running team, not an option team, but they just run it more. But they're generally very balanced. They can do whichever. I think this would be a good game. I think this will be pretty close. I'm going to go Appalachian State though, and I feel like Appalachian State is overall better. Georgia Southern had, early on this year, they're kind of inconsistent. Part of it was their quarterback, Shea Wertz, had been hurt for a few games, and they were kind of inconsistent. Since he's come back the last 2 or 3 games, they've been a lot better and more consistent. I think this will be a really, really good game. I'm going to go Appalachian State here. All right, Friday, Navy and UConn. Navy's come off an awesome game against Tulane. They won 41-38. Malcolm Perry they have a triple option game, so they don't pass a lot. He was only 2 of 7 for 68 yards, 1 touchdown passing, 1 rushing. But he did run for 142 yards. Jamal Carruthers ran for 154 and 3 touchdowns. They ran for 385 as a team. Their defense had 4 sacks, forced 2 turnovers, and had a pick 6. Whereas UConn, they're coming off a win, but they're playing a team almost as bad as them. They beat UMass 56-35, both terrible defenses. Kevin Mensah, the running back for UConn, great game though. Ran for 164 and had 5 rushing touchdowns. Art Tompkins, transferring from Toledo, ran for 135 and a touchdown and had 16 receiving yards. Cameron Ross, really good game, 9 catches, 120 and a touchdown. They actually put up 539 yards of offense, and their defense forced 3 turnovers. If they want to upset Navy here, now Navy isn't ranked, but they're 6-1. They're close to being ranked. If they're gonna have to, they probably won't be able to slow down that option offense, but they're gonna have to force turnovers, fumbles, and then capitalize on the turnovers. Maybe even just directly return them for scores. Otherwise, I can't see this even really being close. I think Navy probably should win going away. Alright, so there's your weekday games for the Week 10 of college football. Check out my other videos, leave comments, and everything. Peace.